Day 2 of the World Humanitarian Summit global consultation got underway in Geneva, Switzerland today. Today's session focused on resilience, partnerships and finance.
The Capital Maharaja Organization Limited was invited by the United Nations Office for the Coordination of the Humanitarian Affairs to be represented at the global consultation. Her Royal Highness Princess Sarah Zaid of Jordan, a global maternal and newborn health advocate, addressed a panel discussion on creating modern reliable response arrangements today.
Something has gone horribly wrong. Our success should be evidenced by our own redundancy, our unemployment. With all individual needs met, rights upheld, dignity fulfilled, with peace and goodwill between and towards all. Instead, we are overwhelmed, underfunded, targeted, and employed in a booming growth industry. In every sphere and sector, we have to change how we work and with whom we work. Multiple international standards define those rights: emergency obstetric care, essential newborn care, access to contraceptives, and clinical management of rape. And yet these interventions remain amongst the most poorly funded components of humanitarian response. If rights alone fail to persuade us to act as we should, then let us be hard-nosed pragmatists.
Our world is confronting huge, almost uncontrollable human disasters. You know the numbers. 100 million people in need of urgent humanitarian assistance and at least 60 million people forced to flee from their homes or their countries. These are global challenges which demand global responses and solidarity. Particularly on Syria now, when we have a winter coming, we feel that very, very strongly. But we have no choice. We do what we can to find political solutions. Sometimes the Security Council does not cooperate, like in the Syria case. But if they don't find these solutions, we have to deal with the human situation as it is, and it's not a pretty picture. The numbers of afflicted people are overwhelming, but let's remember, they are not numbers. I sometimes feel frustration about talking always about numbers. These are men, women and children enduring searing suffering and pain.
Humanitarian action is about children, men and women. Victims, refugees and displaced people are people like you and I. They have their individual needs, wishes, dreams. We should listen to their voices and choices. This sounds very obvious, but it is not. Humanitarian organizations have to become more responsive and accountable toward affected populations. Ladies and gentlemen and dear friends, no refugee wants to stay a refugee. No survivor of sexual violence wants to be a victim of rape. And every child in this world, prevented from going to school, wants to return to the classrooms as quickly as possible.
Dr. Martin Luther King's famous speech where he spoke of the mountaintop, he said, "I've been to the mountaintop." What did he mean? Well, he said, I've been to the mountaintop and I've seen what's possible. I've seen what can happen. I've seen what we can do. And I just got the sense that all of us working together, doing what we're doing, we were on a journey to that mountaintop. And maybe we can't see what's on the other side yet, but we're certainly on our way. We need to initiate action starting today. It's very, very important that each of us understand this.